Wait a moment. This isn't a furry visual novel. Hey guys, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming. As soon as you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. I'm a little upset because I just recorded a damn video and none of the footage appeared. So here I am recording it again. Ugh, God, I hate it when that happens. God. Ugh, it's rare, but sometimes it happens and I don't know what to... Ugh. Just 20 minutes gone. I gotta redo it again. Okay. Alright guys, so we're doing another video of Tennis Ace. Yeah, so a new build came out. I'm using the old build for I don't know why. I'm using the old build for this particular video. It goes to a couple places, but it doesn't go far enough to where the new build affects it. But anyway, guys, all right, please sit back and enjoy and cross your fingers, and let's hope for a better experience this time. All right, here we go. Have you ever tried Mystery Food X? Is that a reference to the pit? Oh. June swallows audibly. Well, I'd love to stay and have some of that soup, but actually, who am I kidding? I'm gonna get as far away from that thing as I can. What? You poked the hornet's nest and now you're gonna throw me under the bus? I'm gonna throw you so hard you won't even have time to see the bus coming. I think I should go too. I have, things that I need to do. You're fleeing from Mystery Food X too, aren't you? Yes. Oh, come on! Well, no offense, Shoichi-san, but I saw Rushihara-san eating the cafeteria's yakisoba bread today. If he can eat that and then say that about this and say that this is disgusting, then I really don't want to try it. And if Shoichi-san comes back and sees Rushihara-san gone, he might try to have me eat it in his place. What? Our cafeteria's yakisoba bread isn't that bad. Would you eat it? Not in a million years. See? Ugh, fine. Leave me to my suffering. Hey, at least there's a bright side. Which is, Hirata's food might kill you and then you won't have to worry about your food poisoning. Yeah. Keikun gets up from his chair, grabbing his backpack and putting it around his shoulder. Anyway, it's been fun. Now I'm gonna flee before my life is forfeit. Good luck on your future endeavors. Bye, turncoats. Bye. I have awful friends. Hey, where is everyone? They said they had something to do and they left. Oh man, and I was looking forward to getting rid of that smug look on Urushihara's face. Well, he wouldn't be able to be smug when he's dead, so you got that right. Shoichi sets the tray down on my nightstand and shrugs. Oh well, more for you, I guess. Oh, yay! Shoichi hands me a plate. It has an acrid, bitter smell. It takes a lot not to gag on the spot. I hope you like it. I've tried to make it as nutritious as possible. What did you put in this? Let's see, there's onions, potatoes, scallions, tomatoes, carrots, soy milk, What the fuck? Why would you put that in soup? What have you done? I can't believe you've done this. Sea slug, zucchini. Whoa, back up a bit. What did you just say? Zucchini? No, the thing before that. Oh, you mean the sea slug. Where did you even get it? Yeah, I was a little skeptical at first, but then I remembered hearing about how they're full of proteins and vitamins from this cooking show I saw a couple years ago. I thought they'd make you feel better. Why, is there something wrong? There's too much stuff wrong to count! No, it's fine. What other stuff did you put in this? Not much else. Let's see. I put flour for thickening, coffee for a stronger flavor, orange juice for acidity, maple syrup for sweetness, and I also put some sports supplements as well for extra vitamins. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Why don't you give it a taste? Well, I was thinking I should let it cool down for a bit, right? Way ahead of you. I served these plates about 10 minutes ago, and I've just been waiting for them to cool down. Oh, great. Go on, try it. I look down at the plate set in front of me. It's green and yellow and a bit blue, too, and the texture looks like a bunch of snot. I can see bits and pieces of roughly chopped... Are these even vegetables? They look mushy and yet hard, as if they were both overcooked and raw at the same time. I gulp many times, trying to summon up the courage to try it. I look up again at Shoichi and see him sitting there, smiling, his eyes almost glinting, his tail wagging uncontrollably. Oh crap, he's super excited to cook me food, isn't he? How can I say no to that face? Shit, this is gonna be how I die, isn't it? Wonder what's gonna be written on my epitaph. Here lies Shoichi Maitamaya, poisoned by his best friend's soup. What an unlucky bastard. I take a spoonful of the horrendous liquid and bring it to my face. It is a horrible assault on my nostrils from the very beginning. As soon as I put it in my mouth, I feel like I'm in danger of throwing up. Whether that's from my weak stomach or from how foul this concoction is, I have no idea. Whether that's from my weak stomach or from how foul this concoction is, I have no idea. All I know is that I think I'm over the notion of having food, possibly forever. It's indescribable. It's full of nasty, slimy parts, and then there are chunky parts too, and it all feels like I'm downing actual slime. I'm kind of glad that I'm sick right now, because I get the feeling my body is too weak to fully comprehend the actual taste of this thing. So, what do you think? My throat is burning and my eyes are watering, but I somehow managed to suppress my urge to gag. I look over to Shoichi and his wagging tail. He's just so happy that I can't bring myself to say anything. Yum! I try pretending to like it, though I'm pretty sure anyone can notice it's fake. But then again, that's what I thought all the other times he's made me eat his food. Great! Enjoy! Yeah, about that. Could you go downstairs and get me a glass of water? Sure, just a sec. As soon as he leaves the room, I open the window beside my bed and tilt both the plates over it, throwing away all of their nasty contents. I then set them down on the table and close the windows again. When Shoichi comes back and sees the empty plates, he freezes on the spot. What happened to your soup? It was really good, so I couldn't help myself. I was feeling really hungry. Oh, but still, you should have paced yourself. What if this upsets your stomach again? I don't think there's any chance of that happening, since I didn't eat it. I'm glad you liked it so much. There's a lot more downstairs. Here, I'll fill another plate for you. But what? Ah, somebody killed me already. No, I'm already full. I don't think I can eat anything else. What? But you only had 2 plates, right? That's not enough. You haven't eaten anything else since yesterday. Yeah, but my stomach's still kind of sensitive, so I don't want to overdo it. I'll just leave it for tomorrow. I suppose you're right. Why don't you have some? Hopefully he finally realizes how awful his cooking is and I'm no longer forced to be subjected to such torture. Nah, I made that especially for you. I bought some prepackaged sandwiches for myself at the convenience store. Rats. Why not just give it to him, then? Shoichi was sitting by the window, merrily humming as he absent-mindedly watched the night sky outside. Ah! He notices me watching him and stops what he's doing. He props his knees up onto the chair and hugs them close to his body, grinning. What you looking at? What you looking so hard at? I almost start getting flustered, but then I notice him giggling and immediately relax. He's only messing with me. Someone's awfully chipper considering the day we just had. He chuckles. Maybe. I'm just reminiscing. Oh, care to tell me what you're thinking of? Shoichi hugs his knees even tighter, looking out the window again, a fond smile on his face. Remember when we were kids and I got sick? I didn't get sick often, so there aren't many times I can think of. There are still a few occasions that come to mind, but was this time when both you and Hitoka got sick, and there's also the time where you got sick before a championship match. Oh yeah, that was a bummer. The one I'm thinking of is from when we had just started middle school. I got sick the day before one of your matches and I couldn't go cheer for you. Oh yeah, I remember. Back then, Shoichi and I had just started middle school. I was participating on a small tournament organized by the club I went to at the time. Shoichi's mom showed up to cheer for me and tell me he couldn't show up because he had bronchitis. As soon as I heard, I just decided I had to finish my matches for the day as fast as I could. I played really sloppy, but it was still enough to overwhelm the other players. In the end, I managed to finish the day's matches quite ahead of the schedule. I rushed to Shoichi's house without even bothering to shower, just because I was so worried about him. I remember that first thing you made me do when I came to visit was to take a shower. Well, duh, your friend shows up to your house smelling like a sweaty armpit and dripping sweat. What did you think I'd do? Ask you to cuddle? You spent the rest of the day taking care of me. It was really nice of you. Is this why you decided to drop everything and come over here today? Nah, I would have come over here regardless. For good or bad. That's just the kind of guy I am. After he says that, we remain in a comfortable silence. It is true what he said. Shoichi is the kind of person who always does anything for his friends and family. No matter what kind of sacrifices he has to make, you can always count on him to be by your side. Even though I've grown used to it by now, I have a hard time understanding it sometimes. As the clouds shift in the sky, the moon starts getting covered and light begins to wane. As if on cue, Shoichi gets up from his chair and walks over towards me. He presses his hand against my forehead and holds the other one against his own. Your fever's gone down. That's good. I guess you should be all better by morning. Thanks to you, really. His hand goes from my forehead to the top of my head, and he starts stroking me slowly. Well, I'd usually be tempted to push his hand off. This time I feel comfortable enough to just sit there and enjoy the attention. We stay like this for a few minutes. His warm hand softly ruffling the fur on my head is soothing. I can almost drift off to sleep right then and there. Eventually, as I start to doze off while sitting upright, I feel a pat on my shoulder. It's starting to get pretty late. I think you should be fine to go to class tomorrow, so it's better if we call it a night here. Yeah, I guess so. Are you going to head home now? Actually, I was thinking of spending the night here if that's okay with you. It's pretty late for me to go home. Be going home. Plus, I'd like to keep a keen eye on you for the night anyway. Sure, I've been inviting you to spend the night for a while anyway. Yeah, I guess I'll finally take you up on that offer. I'll just take a bath before I go to sleep. I also need to take a bath. The last time I did was before I left for school yesterday. It's overdue already. Oh good, you noticed it on your own. I was worried I'd have to drag you to the bathroom and drown you in the tub. For the record, still not the worst way to die. Really? What do you think would be worse than drowning in your tub? Eating your soup? Oh, you've set the futon up for me. Thanks. It's no biggie. By the way, what are you going to do about your school uniform tomorrow? I'll just wake up a little earlier than usual and head home to fetch a clean one. Okay, but if I don't wake up at the same time as you, just take the extra copy of my keys with you when you lock the door. You can give them back to me at school tomorrow. You still plan on going? Well, yeah, I feel fine, plus I can't miss 2 days in a row, and I need to practice. Shoichi shifts his weight around one leg to another repeatedly, looking uncomfortable. I don't know if I like the idea of you going back to practice so soon after getting sick. Don't worry, Mom. I told you, I'm already feeling fine. The only reason I was so weak was because of dehydration. Plus, I've already missed 2 days of practice because of the fumigation debacle. True, but... fine. I don't want to be overdramatic or pushy. I'll just drop it. Thank you. I throw myself at my bed. Ugh, I spent the entire day lying around like this. I want to actually do something. Well, if you're okay with not getting any sleep and being too tired to study tomorrow, let alone practice, you could, I don't know, play video games all night long? Okay. What? No! I get up, walking over to him and giving him a tap on the shoulder. I have to say, you really do have some great ideas every now and then. I was joking! I don't care! I start making my way downstairs. Come back here! You've got to get some sleep! Nope! I make my way downstairs, turning on the lights in the living room, turning my game console on and flopping down on the couch. Oh, come on, you can't be serious! Shoichi followed me downstairs, staring at the TV screen in dismay. Shoichi, come on, you need to rest. I spent the entire day resting. I haven't done anything today, and it's only 10:45? What the hell? I don't even go to sleep at 10:45. Neither do I, but just because you're feeling better doesn't mean you are better. You still need time to recover. Shoichi, I'll be fine. 30 minutes of playing video games isn't going to turn me into a zombie due to lack of sleep. Stop being so fussy. What? I'm not being fussy. Shoichi, I don't know how to tell you this, but you turned into your mother. What? No! No. I'm nothing like my mother. She's bossy and demanding, and she fusses about every little thing. Oh, and her cooking. She's a horrible cook. She's come up with all these nasty concoctions that she thought would make us feel better when we were sick. Oh my god. Yes? I am my mother! Shoichi sits down on the couch next to me, still gaping, massaging the sides of his head with both hands. You alright there? What? Oh, yeah, it's just that... Oh god, I was trying so hard not to turn into my father. I didn't think something like this could happen. I don't know who did this music, but it's absolutely perfect for the occasion. Hey, it's okay. I mean, so you're a little fussy, so what? It just means you always have your friends and family in mind, and that's sweet. Maybe. God, I don't even know what to say. Well, you could... Except I do. Screw this, let's play video games. He grabs the Player 2 controller and sits back down on the couch with the speed of a sprint runner. Well, that was easy. As I navigate the menus to put on a game for the two of us to play, Shoichi pokes me in the side of my stomach, grinning. Hey, at least I'm not a bad cook like my mom. Imagine how awful that would be. So close. April 15th, Saturday. Alright. Oh, goodness. Oh, delicious drink. Soothing my throat. Okay. I'm trying that Pepsi Nitro. It's pretty good, but it tastes just like a... It tastes like a Pepsi slushie, which is interesting. Saturday finally comes, and not a moment too soon. I'm left standing by myself in front of the train station. Despite still being in spring, the hot, humid air is more reminiscent of summer. I stand in a small patch of shade, desperately fanning myself with my own hand to avoid dying of a heat stroke. So far, I haven't been very successful. Shoichi made the last-minute decision that we should go all out this weekend to spend some quality time with friends. Of course, this time we made sure to check if Sai would be available to go out this weekend. It was tough for her, but she managed to make some adjustments to her schedule to have her afternoon shift covered today, which brings me to where I am now. Where the hell is everyone? My phone's clock tells me it's already 9:40. They're supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. I think I'm starting to have deja vu. Yuichi-san! Yep, definitely deja vu. Jun's voice echoes from amidst the crowd, making me turn my head sideways to search for him. My eyes finally find him walking towards me. Keikan also seems to be walking right behind him. Shh! Don't scream out in the middle of the street, you idiot! Ah! Realization dawns on him. The tiger then covers his mouth with both of his hands. Many of the passers-by are now staring at the two of them in curiosity. Sorry. Keikun starts bowing frantically to every person that happens to sneak a glance. Meanwhile, Jun starts fidgeting around where he stands. From the look on his face, I'd say he just realized how many people are actually around here at the time. Now my arm is the one having a deja vu. Why are you two causing a commotion first thing in the morning? It takes me a while to make my way around the people who have somewhat stopped moving to look at the two morons who just caused a scene. It's not like this was my idea. He just screamed all of a sudden. Jun is fidgeting in place, his eyes glued to the floor in embarrassment. I try giving him an encouraging pat on the back. Don't worry about it so much. Just try not to stand out that much next time. My words seem to have the opposite effect. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. By the way, Keikun, have you seen Shoichi yet? If I had, don't you think he'd be with us already? Good point. Well, it was worth a shot anyway. Can we please go someplace less crowded? I see Jun shaking as he tries to reach for my arm, which I quickly move away from his grasp. No, sorry, I love my arm way too much to let you do that again. Jeez, I can understand acting not liking crowds, and I myself feel claustrophobic in them, but this is too much. Shoichi-san, please get him somewhere more quiet before he has a mental breakdown. I'll wait for Arata here. Alright then, thanks, Keikun. Come on, Jun, let's go to that sweet shop we visited last time. Not even capable of forming complete sentences anymore. Got it. As we go inside, the sweet smell of cinnamon pleasantly tickles my nose. Well, I don't remember smelling anything like this last time. Welcome to... Yun-kun! Standing behind the counter is the class rep, who flashes us a radiant smile as we come closer. Class rep, what are you doing here? Ara. Ara. That's true. You don't know it. You don't know about it. My family actually owns this store, so I help around part-time. She finally notices Jun standing next to me, clinging to my shirt and quaking from his fear of crowds. Got some big aura energy with her. Oh dear, what happened to poor Jun-kun? Crowds. Despite my incredibly short explanation, she gives me a knowing smile, grabbing a bonbon from behind the counter and walking over to us. Jun-kun, would you like a sweet? It's on the house. A warm smile and the smell of the chocolate snap Jun out of his trance. He looks her up and down and shyly takes the bonbon from her hand. Thank you. She puts a hand on her cheek, giggling softly, cheerfully. He's so cute, isn't he? Jun finally lets go of my shirt, carefully unwrapping the small truffle in his hand and popping it in his mouth. So, Rep. Oh, no need to call me that when we're out of school. Just call me Aya-chan. Ayaka-san. We actually came by last week and we didn't see you. I usually work here after class on weekdays and in the morning on Saturdays. Could it be that you came around on Sunday? I usually have that day off. Yeah, that was it. Still, your family owns this shop, huh? The shop, huh? Wow, must be pretty good money having a business right in the main street. Oh yes, we also have some of the best sweets in town, if I do say so myself. I'm actually training to inherit the shop from my grandfather. I tried imagining the class rep as a business owner. Somehow her lax personality doesn't seem to fit the ruthless image of a business owner I have in mind. What kinds of sweets do you guys sell here anyways? Last time we came around, we only saw traditional Japanese sweets. Yes, we mainly sell those, but we also make some Western sweets too. Nowadays, you have to market to every crowd you can, and if I'm being honest, I happen to prefer the Western sweets anyway. By the way, Jun-kun, the one you just ate is one of our new confections. It's a sweet milk cinnamon dough filled with dulce de leche and covered in chocolate. We started selling it just last week and have been selling out of it every day. Wow, it sounds like it's become pretty popular. How much does it cost? Let me pay for Jun's. Oh, don't be silly, that's on the house. I'm just glad to be able to help. But if you'd like to buy some sweets for yourself, I actually have a display with some samples you can try. I glance at Jun, who's entranced watching a rotating display of mini cakes and hasn't even registered our conversation going on around him. I much prefer him like this, so I think I'd rather stay indoors for now. Sure, why not? I hear the door opening as I'm walking around the shop, sampling a few sweets. There you two are. Seriously, at least answer your phone. I turn around to see Shoichi and Keikun standing at the door. Hello, Shokan. Kei-chan. Kei-chan? Ha! Ayoka-chan. I didn't know you were working part-time, too. Well, sort of. My family owns this store, you see, so I'll help around when I can. Would you guys like to try some samples, too? She smiles so warmly that it's hard not to feel at ease in her presence. I'm completely taken aback by what I said. I completely take back what I said. She has a natural gift as a saleswoman. Shoichi and Keikun look at each other for a few seconds, as if pondering what to do, before finally shrugging and walking over to the display. Well, I've already decided what I'm gonna get. Ayoka-san, could you give me 2 of each of the sweets I've tried? Oh my, that's a lot. Are you sure about this, Yukon? Beyond me to try to decide what you can or can't do, but I'd imagine that all that sugar wouldn't be good for an athlete. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to eat all of it by myself. I'm taking some from my brother and my mother, too. Oh, I see. What a good son and brother you are. All right, would you like me to pack them inside a paper bag or a sweets box? The box costs extra, but it makes for a great gift. How about you pack these 4 in the bag and the rest in the box? That way I can eat mine without unpacking the box. Ah, yes, good choice. Just a second. She comes back in less than a minute with my order neatly packed in a brown paper bag and a box filled with sweets in her hand. Here you go. It'll be 12,010 yen. Okay, just a sec. Ah. I look back and see Jun walking up and down the shop, looking at all the sweets in sight. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. So last time I paused the video, I paused it where he was saying ah, and that led me to believe that maybe he had forgotten his wallet and that one of the boys was gonna pay for it. But, I guess not. I guess that we're gonna pay for Jun's stuff. He's probably gonna get some extra. Happy Tiger. Happy Tiger likes sweets. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!